Look at them chicken piranhas. Guys, I don't know if anybody's, I know a lot of people had meat birds. Let me tell you something. You get new water for them and new feed for them, you best move away because they will knock you over. Alrighty, today is the day. It should be one of our last cold spells. The meat chickens, the meat birds, Cornish Cross have to go out here. They're getting way too big for that brooder. Basically, I've cleaned this all out. Here's their automatic water. Just like with the goats, see, we had 32 degrees, so you can see it's frozen right there. Here a couple hours, when it warms up some more, sun gets in here, I'll move them on in. That's their feeder. This will be the automatic waterer. That box that you see there, that's what I use to cover my generator. But there's another older box that's on the other side of that's rotten. It's been in here for a long time. I kind of mated them together. I don't know if you can see there's electrical cord in there. I've got two heat lamps. I put a 2x4 inside the box, and I connected both heat lamps on there because we're still going to be in the 40s in the morning, and I wanted to be able to put some heat inside that box. So I've got a pretty big area, so they'll stay pretty good. They're starting to feather more, but that's what we've got. What we'll do is I'll keep my bags of feed in here. I'll be able to get, I think 2 bags will go into this right here. And so we'll put their feed in there, and they'll just run in there and put feed in. During the day, when this really, they get going, getting big, I will feed them probably 3 times a day, this trough right there. I'll feed them straight on through. There's no 12 hours feed and 12 hours off. I don't do that. All chickens sleep at night, so just feed them straight on through. Keep the thing filled. This will be the 3rd year straight, I believe it is. I have been nonstop keeping that trough filled. And actually, the first year we did that, we had, my largest bird was 13 pounds, and the average was between 10 and 11. The last set we did, our birds were not, because I didn't order up males. I ordered up females, and all of them were around 7 to 8 pounds. Sophie hears me. She's wanting to eat. But anyway, that's set up. Another few more hours, I'll go ahead and get them set up in here and get them going. Today's the day. We need to get those 30 to 33 or 32 meat birds in here. I did fix the water float that's down in here. I got that fixed, put a new one on. Always keep them in stock. I got their feed trough full of food. There's that back box. I did put some wood chips in there, and the heat lamps are on in there right now. Yeah, today is supposed to be in the 50s, but this morning we had like 32 degrees or something, and this should be the last bout except for Wednesday. We had 36 degrees. They don't have all the feathers yet, so I'm kind of turning that on, let it heat up in there a little bit, and probably later I'll kill the light, but I did want them to know where the heat was, their food, and their water, and we'll need to get them all in here. All right, let me get some gloves, let me get them moved. All right, guys, the chicken piranha are in their coop, pen. Already a couple of them have been drinking out of it. That's working great. And as you can see, every one of them, I think there's 32, are chowing down. If you see, I have another one of those trough feeders back there. And when they get a little bit bigger, probably like another week or so, I'll put another one right here. That way they can all eat without fighting with each other. All right, guys, here's the brooder. We've got it flipped up on its end. I've already cleaned it out. But every time I go through a set of birds, I do the same thing. I don't want to cross no weird stuff between birds if one was infected. But I lightly spray it with water, and I take a spray bottle with some bleach and lightly spray the whole thing down. And then I go and just spray this thing, garden hose it, drench it. on top, all around. I know it's probably dark, you might not be able to see it, but that's what I do to clean this brooder up. And then I'll go ahead and let it sit outside for about 3 or 4 days so it really dries out the wood. Then we'll move it in and get ready for our next batch, which will probably be next year. All right, guys, it's been about a week since I did this first part of this video. I wanted to go ahead and do an update to show you what they look like after a week being in here. Here you go. Look how much bigger they have gotten. It has been 1 week. These chickens been in here. You can see how they haven't gotten all their feathers yet and stuff. Now, what I can tell you, and I did add the extra feeder, and you still some feed in there. I've got the heat lamp off. Turned that off a couple days ago. But at this point now, these birds, from here on out, they should be gaining about 1 pound of weight a week is where they're at. And by looking at them, the size of them, they have gained that. Sophie, I'll be out there to see you in a minute. All right? No, just a minute. So there you go, guys. There's the chickens. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a bag of feed. And then I'm going to go in. I'm going to top these off. And these will be good until tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, they'll probably be white clean. But I'm going to fill them up real quick, and I'll let you watch these chicken piranha eat. All right, here's the feed I give them. It's a meat bird feed, 20-something%. I forgot, what is it, 22 or 23%? Only problem is going through this gate, they get in your way. You got to move the gate slowly, kind of push them out of the way. Me set you up on this barrel, point in that direction so you can see what's going on. All right, that ought to work. Back up, guys. Back up, guys. Okay, you ready? You ready? Of course, they're not acting like piranha now because they've been eating all day. But, yeah, they're just doing good. Look at that one on the back right, sitting in the feeder, standing in there. When they get bigger, they will actually lay on the ground and eat. Tell you one thing that I do, and that I did earlier. If you walked up, you see that I got that rake. I rake this out daily, and as you can see right there, I just sweep it here, and it keeps their poop from gathering up. One thing that I used to do is I used to throw straw in there, and that was a bad move because they kept pooping on it and got wet and everything else. So it's a daily thing. I'll get another pile about that size. That's be 2 5-gallon pails, and they'll go out to my compost pile. Just keep it raked out, keep it cleaned every day. The water is working good. Why they got fighting? They got that whole tube they can get food on. All right, guys, I'm going to end the video. There you go. And the birds are doing really good. I'll do another video here in a couple of weeks when they get even bigger, and we can go ahead and compare what they are now versus you seen a few minutes ago, or earlier in the video. What the size was. They've doubled their size. So, all right, guys, we're gonna go. Y'all take it easy. Be safe. I was gonna say stay warm, but don't do that now because it's getting warmer now, isn't it? Enjoy the weather. Take it easy. Have a good day.